Am I the asshole for choosing a cat over my marriage?
Oh, damn. Oh, damn.
Oh, damn. I'm a married woman expecting my first child. I have been married for 7 months now to my husband. I have 3 cats that were here when he moved in. Overall, all has been okay. The oldest cat is a female and about 14 years old. I adopted her alone 7 years ago. 6 years ago, I went through an extremely serious, life threatening illness. I was largely alone when this happened. Most of my family/friends did not show up for me. My cat, as she was the sole cat at the time, since the other ones followed after I recovered, stayed with me by my side and was my only real companion/source of comfort through it. So, yes, I love this cat very much and want her to live out a happy life. The cat has not handled my pregnancy well. I think she is stressed by the big changes. She has messed outside the litter box, began eating non food items, started antagonizing my husband and the male cats, etc. We have tried many methods to help her: a self cleaning litter box, cat pheromone sprays and diffusers, treats, etc. Everything the cat behaviorist recommends, everything the cat behaviorist recommended, but with little luck. I don't think my husband helps matters because he will physically discipline/strike her when she messes up.
Oh,
I don't really believe in that and keep trying the behavioral methods. Initially, my husband said he would defer to me on what to do with her because of my long existing relationship with her. I held out a lot of hope she'd improve, but no luck. Finally, I accepted that she would benefit from finding her a new home, away from the stress. I am working now to either rehome her directly with a good, calm home through the message boards and websites and contacting local non-kill shelters to try and arrange a safe surrender. I do not want to take her to the direct intake kill shelter near us because I worry at her age they will slate her for euthanasia immediately. My husband has reached the point of demanding that I just do an immediate surrender, regardless of the shelter's status. I have begged him to give me time to find a safe home. I feel like I owe her a safe home. He has threatened to take her in himself. Today he told me I care more for a cat than our baby and said I need to choose between the cat and him. I told him I can't love him if he forces that choice. The marriage will end. Am I the asshole for this? I just don't want the cat to die.
bro. If you don't divorce his ass, I swear to God. I'm so mad right now. What a selfish POS.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so mad. First of all, the physical harm
Right?
against the cat is... No, that actually makes me so angry and sad.
So wait, he said he would defer to you, but then he didn't defer to you?
Right?
And
Like,
also, like, how does you being pregnant stress your cat out? Like, do you think your cat knows that you're having a baby, or do you think he just thinks that you've been eating some of his food?
well, I don't know. Like, your habits change when you're pregnant and stuff, I
For a
guess.
cat, what habits?
I don't, I don't really know. But I'm not really questioning that part. I feel like that could have been up to OP's, like, conclusion. Not really her husband saying, oh, the cat is stressed because you're pregnant. That's probably what OP concluded herself.
But like, why would a pregnancy cause a cat to be stressed?
I don't really know.
It just doesn't like
Maybe there's, like, major changes in their... I don't know.
it just doesn't make sense to me because I feel like a cat just does its own thing.
Well, like, I don't know. Our cats get stressed with change, too.
Like, would we change the house?
Yeah.
Right.
I don't
Not
know.
a person just growing larger.
But it's not just that. I think
Right. So
there's...
like, what else is it though?
I don't... I've never been pregnant. I don't know. Ask Madison.
Like, what changed? Like, I don't know.
I don't really know either, but I don't want to sit here and, like, question what she's saying about that part.
Okay.
So I think for someone who hates animals this much, I think it's really telling when someone, first of all, physically harms any animals. You're literally scum of the earth, worst person in the world. Like, you deserve a special place in hell.
Oh damn.
And no, 100%. I don't think there's anyone worse than that because animals to me are harmless. Not harmless. They are harmless, but they are helpless. That's what I meant to say.
Mm.
They're helpless. Like they don't have a voice. They can't speak for themselves. They can't stand up for themselves. Especially a cat. Like, what is it gonna do? Like when you, oh, this just makes me so mad. Like I'm actually so mad about the physical harm part because it makes me want to sob right here. I think that is really telling of what kind of person he is. And honestly, like, who's to say that he won't do that to your child
Right.
when he gets upset?
And like, what's he doing when you're not home?
Right? If he's doing that in front of your face, knowing how much this cat means to you,
Yeah.
what is he doing behind your back? It makes me worried about this child that you're bringing into the world because it sounds like he has some anger issues. He doesn't know how to control himself. What's going to happen when your baby is crying, screaming at 3 a.m.?
Right.
This is really concerning to me. Like, everything aside, like, with him not wanting the cat and stuff, like, I would divorce him based on his actions of the harm that he's doing.
Yeah.
Divorce. Like, I know it's so easy to sit here and say divorce, and you have a baby coming along and, you know, you just started your life with this person. But I would strongly consider seeing these red flags as they are and get out while you can, because I just think that it could spread into something much bigger and more serious.
Potentially. So top comment. It isn't the change the cat is stressed about. It's your husband. He hits your cat, a defenseless tiny animal. I'd be rehoming the animal abusing piece of shit husband to a shelter.
100%. 100%. Like, don't get rid of the cat. Get rid of that husband.
So OP makes quite a bit of comments. One of the comments she says, to clarify things, 1, did this all really start with the pregnancy? Yes, my husband moved in over a year before we became pregnant, and his relationship with the cat was positive until the pregnancy. She used to sleep in bed with us, but one of the first big changes was that he said he wanted her to learn the bed was for humans now, since we will be using a co-sleeper, and he was worried about the cat being able to access it. I think that kind of set her off. We got her a cat bed near our own, but she will not use it. She actually peed in it. 2. Does he act poorly towards the 2 male cats? No, not at all. The 2 young males seem to adore him. 3. Does he hit the female? He swats her butt when she gets aggressive towards the males. 4. Has she been to a vet? Not yet, due to the cost. We found a lower cost vet near us that we are planning to go see if maybe pharmaceutical intervention could work while search for a new home for her.
Also, I'm no vet, obviously, or I have nothing to do with animals other than my qualifications are that I have 2 cats. But from what I've
Qualifications are that you have 2 cats.
From what I've seen on TikTok, you can't really train your cats the same way you can dogs.
You don't train cats. They just do what they're going to do.
They don't understand the same things. Like, they don't understand patterns or, like, behaviors the same as dogs do, I'm pretty sure. Like, if you're yelling at them, they don't understand that. If you're hitting them, they don't understand that.
Right? The first one I found interesting because I was like, well, what changes when you get pregnant? You just get a little bit bigger.
I see what I see why you were saying that.
No, this is before I even read the comment, because I'm just like, but when you're pregnant, all you do, you just get a bigger tummy. What? So it's like, what? Like, it's the same thing as like just gaining weight.
Yeah.
So why is that stressing a cat out? No, you're changing the cat's habit. Now the cat's not allowed to sleep on the bed. You're kicking it off the bed every night.
Yeah.
And he wanted to make that change?
Yeah, exactly.
Why does it matter if you're pregnant and the cat can't sleep at the edge of your bed? You roll over, the cat moves, like whatever.
Exactly.
Like imagine we didn't let Jack sleep on our bed anymore.
He'd be heartbroken.
Yeah.
He'd be so mad at us.
He'd be just depressed. It's his favorite thing to just lay like sometimes we wake up and he's down at the very bottom corner because, you know, we were moving around in our sleep.
Yeah, or sometimes he's right beside my face.
Exactly.
Cats are the best.
It's like how could you do that?
I truly don't get people like this who just have that evil bone in their body, like truly so sad.
So another comment she says, Truthfully, my husband has suggested that I have probably given the cat more chances than most people would, specifically because I'm so bonded to her, because she saw me through a really rough time, and I tend to agree with him. I know I am really going through it to try to keep her here. I think I've reached the point where I get that her staying isn't good for her. She's obviously stressed and upset and spiraling. I feel like I'm harming her by keeping her here. My fear is that she won't find a good home. My husband is a very impatient person.
Clearly.
He's not great with long term things. He does scream, he does throw things, he can do ragers.
What?
But this feels worse. It feels like he knows how much she means to me and is still choosing to say these things.
Okay, I've lost respect for OP actually because
Every single one of her comments gets downvoted. And
I'm
then,
actually so mad.
and then there's another comment that says, that someone comments and says, the more she comments, the more horrified I'm getting, and I'm actually terrified for her child.
Me too.
Me too. Why would you want to be in a relationship with someone who's impatient? How do you think your patience is going to go with a baby?
A baby, a newborn child.
When people have impatience, that's with babies, that's where shaken baby syndrome comes from, is impatient people.
The fact that she's sitting here and like literally saying these things, that she's not doing anything about it, she's still thinking that rehoming the cat is the solution here. No, you have to go to the root of the problem, which is your husband. That is the root of the problem. You've had your cat for 7 years, and now all of a sudden, he's acting up. She's acting up. No, it's your stupid ass husband.
Well, apparently she didn't have issues for the first year. Maybe he was just slowly tormenting her for the first year, and now he's just doing it so openly.
Okay, here's what I think is happening. I think the husband is stressed out about the pregnancy, and the husband is taking it out on the cat.
Right.
I think because of this, I think it is connected, the pregnancy and the husband. The pregnancy and the cat being lashing out.
I don't think it's the pregnancy itself. I think it's all the changes that they seem to be making around the pregnancy.
Yeah. Well, that's the pregnancy.
I don't think her growing a little human inside her is triggering the cat, is what I mean.
No, I think it's the husband is now stressed out about all these things or whatever. Maybe OP is hormonal and stuff, which is natural when you're pregnant. And then the husband is getting even more impatient and stressed.
Yeah.
And then he's taking it out on the cat.
Yeah,
I just don't think that he's built for situations that entail.
Not with his impatientness and his raging ragers.
Yeah.
Okay, so there is an update. It comes 5-ish months later. Since some of you asked for the update, here it is. My husband and I were still arguing up until a few days after I made the original post. I had an emergency C-section. The surgery resulted in massive bleeding that required a lot to resolve. After that, almost losing me, my husband softened a lot towards me, and he and I had a serious conversation about the cat. After we came home, we did take her to the vet, who confirmed she was overall healthy for her age, and that her issues appeared to be behavioral. My husband agreed not to touch her and let me handle her discipline. At first, she was still very aggressive towards the male cats, as she drew blood on one of them. But as we settled in with the baby, she seemed to improve. She genuinely seemed to love the baby, and they were like best friends. This happened in May. I'd say by June, she was really calmed down and the family was okay. Sadly, she passed away earlier this month. Her vet confirmed that her heart was not going great anymore. She was 14 years old at this point, and the heart issue impacted her kidneys, which was not able to function. Given her state, we chose to help her pass peacefully, so we now have the 2 male cats who are doing very well. The older male cat is my husband's little buddy, and the younger is doing wonderfully too, so I doubt there'll be any more cat conflicts.
I hate everything about this situation, honestly.
Bro, she had so much stress from fighting with her husband over a cat that she had went into early labor. You're supposed to avoid having stress.
I hate this husband. Probably one of the worst, honestly.
So many things are not okay.
Yeah. It's such a coincidence that as soon as your husband stops hitting your cat,
The cat gets
is
better.
better.
Like,
maybe it's not a coincidence.
Maybe we need to bring Sherlock Holmes in and investigate this.
You're so silly.
Thank you.
I didn't like the thing was okay with this story at all. Anyways, is that all?
Yeah.
Okay.
Over to you.